Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Wade in at the 2. Leonard passes to Olajuwon, and it's in there.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
And there's a pick. Pass to Garnett. No one near him. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Robertson. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jordan. Abdul-Jabbar. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
McGrady, the pass to Anthony. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's McGrady. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
Now here's Anthony. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Garnett hits the target from 18 feet. Garnett's got his second basket on the night.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Leonard, 15 in his last outing. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Robertson. Here's Wade. They get the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wembanyama, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
Anthony outside. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pistons making a switch here. Rose is checked in. It's both from the stripe. The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Wade. There's the block. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Team second. And for the Bucks, number 34, Paul Pierce.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Anthony, the pass to Wembanyama, and the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Back to Wade. Pass to Leonard. And there's the screen. Here's Pierce. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Fade away. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. And every offense works to create good looks. Here are the beneficiaries of that effort. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
Now here's Rose. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Wembanyama. Shoots from the elbow. No good, off the front rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Anthony against Leonard. Stolen by Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Rose. And it's rejected. To end the drought. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Leonard drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's McGrady. His last outing, he had 18 points. .30 seconds left in the first quarter. He's off on that one. Pass to Pierce. To the inside. Out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Weber pulls it in. And here's Griffin. Here's McGrady. And he lobs it up.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. We've got Anthony Simons, and it's Olajuwon in at the center. Olajuwon can't get it to go. The Pistons lead by 10. Here's McGrady. Still no points. Pass to Rose. Oh, flying high!
Unreal.
Throwing it down!
That's just incredible. Woo!
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Oh! Wow!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Detroit, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course, there's the Bucks behind 4.5 games.
Right now for Detroit, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The fader. Olajuwon can't get it to go. And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Pistons. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Wilkins. Robertson's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Rose outside. Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense. The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Rose, left side. Pass to McGrady. Here's Wilkins. Here's Pierce. Six on the shot clock. Over Rose. And Robertson gets it to go. Robertson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. Rose finds Jordan. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start. And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Rose. 1:51 left to play in the first half of basketball. Back to Anthony. Off the left rim and out.
Just tremendous defense right there, applying the pressure.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Team foul. Substitution on the floor.
A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Leonard passes to Wade. Clock at 6. Launches it from deep. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Jordan. Down low. Oh, Leonard with the block.
You can never forget about Kawhi. If you do, he'll turn a gimme into a rejection.
And they pick up 2.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
The Pistons lead by 6. Here's McGrady. No points so far. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Wade. McGrady grabs a miss.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Pass to Anthony. Now here's Jordan. Fires for 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Wade, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Pass to Leonard. 3 seconds left. Kawhi, too strong inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Pistons on top, up 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Big Diesel, Kenny the... And let's do something we never, ever, ever do. And let's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Garnett in at the 4-man position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
2 on the clock. Here's Wade. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Detroit leading by 4. Inside. Deflects the pass. And there's the rejection. They get it back. The 3 from Wembanyama. Goes up again. Garnett. That's good. Garnett's got 8.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Wade. And here's Leonard to the middle. Here's McGrady, still without a bucket. Leonard looking over the floor, and he drains the quick shot.
Yeah, the versatile scoring ability of Kawhi, whether long range, short range, mid range, he can do it all.
And stolen by Leonard. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Pass to Robertson. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Out to the right wing. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over Anthony. Second chance effort. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket of the night. The Pistons leading. On the wing, Anthony. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a look now at some of the league's impact players, the top three-point shooters at small forward. Fourth, Kawhi Leonard.
These guys show unbelievable consistency shooting the three. It's not the only skill they have, but it helps make them extremely dangerous.
Well, it really shows you the evolution of the three spot. Wings often have a more 3 and D focus now.
The Pistons lead by 4. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Leonard. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Leonard gets there for the fast break finish.
You have to do more to stop the claw. So hard to defend on those drives.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
The Pistons making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Inside, 6 to shoot. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And Griffin slams it in.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present.
Pass to Pierce from deep three-point land. The rebound by Detroit. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
A little extra spice on that one from Griffin, showing off his athleticism for all the fans.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Wade, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Hey, from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Anthony. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And it's an 8-point Detroit lead.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Here's the pass to Wade. That one is off. Some solid defense from Jordan. Griffin outside. They set the pick. With the drive, and he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 6 here in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Leonard. To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar. And he makes it. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Wemby putting on a show.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. The rebound by Detroit.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
And so it's Detroit, ending the quarter up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Karl-Anthony Towns, and it's Wilkins in at the 3, the small forward.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. Williams has got himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Anthony. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Here's Robertson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Robertson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Anthony in the post. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Wembanyama's checked in for Detroit. Lou Dort comes in for Williams. Leonard's checked in for the Bucks. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Good on the shot. Morning's got his first points of the game.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
Anthony against Leonard. Anthony misses. The Bucks trail by 11. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Garnett. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here's Leonard. Back to Wade. Now Towns. From deep. Oh, Towns showing that range.
Some think Karl-Anthony Towns is the greatest shooting big ever. To me, he's absolutely in the conversation.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see. Will something change for him at halftime? He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Leonard against Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. He launches. Can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
2 minutes.
Here's Robertson. Now Leonard. In transition, here they come. Ooh, he leaves no question.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the future.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Now Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Leonard just brushing off the contact.
Oh, a fantastic score. Kawhi can put a barrage of points up quick.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. .21 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Garnett. Ooh, the shot misses. On the drive, Kawhi takes a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And that was a good read from Leonard, noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Anthony. Ooh, it misses. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Rose is checked in for Anthony.
floor to your Pistons, number 12, Derrick Rose.
Now here's Rose, guarded closely.
An excellent finisher who loves to bring the intensity. Rose will challenge anybody at the rim.
First team foul. At the line for Detroit, Rose. D. Rose, 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like. Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
Here's Olajuwon. Oh, off target from downtown. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
4 personal fouls.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So with McHale sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Bird. Nowitzki is out there with Robinson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Curry in at the 1. And for Chicago, Jaylen Brown out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. Now Bird after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Nowitzki, the pass to Robinson. Back to Nowitzki. Nowitzki with the screen on Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Goes back up. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They defeated Indiana in their last one.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Cunningham passes to Jokic. Over Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Larry Bird. Holmgren wide open. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket, and he banks in the layup.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Booker outside. Nowitzki outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Cunningham outside. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 6. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots. And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And here's Bird after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Chicago making some changes. West comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Payton in for Cade Cunningham. Golden State also making some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Bird. And it's Allen in for Booker. Now, here's Jokic. Hasn't made one yet. And it goes down 2 points.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Butler up top. Edwards defending. Here's Curry with the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here's West. Jokic. Warriors with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. West outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Chicago making some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Jokic. And it's Brown in for Holmgren. Then for the Warriors, McHale comes in for Robinson. And Larry Bird sub for Curry. Now here's Bird. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And they call an illegal screen here.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's averaging 11 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Outside Butler. Here's the drive. Outside for Gasol. Over Adebayo. And Gasol gets it to go. Chicago leading by 4. West with the ball. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Şengün with this screen on Butler. Here's West. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 7. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
West is out there with Gary Payton. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Brown. And it's Şengün in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Chicago. The Warriors also with a sub. Booker's checked in. Now here's West. Down low, and stolen by Gasol. Here's Allen. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
West against Booker. Pass to McHale. Now here's Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by McHale. Bird's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Cunningham passes to Şengün. And he makes that one. And the Bulls lead by 9.
That is where Sengun is best, around the hoop with great touch.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Sengun steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Sengun is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
Here's Sengun. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Rejected by Gasol. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Adebayo. Booker the pass to Gasol. Allen for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Bulls. Payton comes in for West. The Warriors also with a sub. Nowitzki's checked in, and he hits the first of 3. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
He hits the second from the line. He makes all 3.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Adebayo with a screen for Cunningham. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Bird's shot was good.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Adebayo with a screen on Bird. To the paint. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And taken away by Brown. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Chicago leading. Payton outside. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. That shot, no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Al Payton following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. Brown, no good. Pass to Bird. To the inside. Nowitzki slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Bam Adebayo. Sengun comes in for Jaylen Brown. And West subs in for Gary Payton. That one drops. He ties it up.
And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
Oh, here's Edwards. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Jokic, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Shots good by Butler.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Jokic. West outside. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. West has got 11.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Outside Butler. Butler sets a screen for Booker. Booker taking the hit.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Jokic. And here is West. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Here's Booker. Curry looking around. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bulls on top, up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie. Because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Oh, just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far.
I'm impressed with their effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Bernie.
Yeah, that's been their big advantage thus far. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jerry West really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Robinson and Booker out there with Curry. Then there's Nowitzki, and it's Bird in at the 3 slot.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Nikola Jokic, shooting 1.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Bird outside. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Over in the corner, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Warriors with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Now here's Booker after David Robinson's miss. Over Edwards, and the Warriors miss again.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Cunningham kicks to Holmgren. Rejected by Nowitzki. Here's Bird. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Bulls third.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they pass the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Bird with the bucket.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Chicago. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now. In 5th place.
Seeing where Chicago is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Cunningham's shot is off.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Top of the key, Booker. Lock at 6. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brown against Booker. Brown kicks to Edwards. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Brown outside.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Booker against Edwards. Booker the pass to Robinson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
Chicago making a switch here. West is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Butler, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Holmgren against Nowitzki. Pass to Bird. Just 5 to shoot. Bird makes a move. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Holmgren outside. Edwards kicks to Brown. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Curry outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
West. Nowitzki against Brown. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in a two-man game.
Curry against West. Three-pointer, Bird. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Warriors trail by 5. Bird finds Nowitzki. Golden State moving it around. And again, no good by Golden State.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Holmgren can't hit.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Outside Edwards. Back to Jokic. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Cunningham. Bam Adebayo is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Payton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Pass to Butler. Nowitzki with the screen on Edwards. Three-pointer, Butler, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Now Payton. Şengün with the screen for Cunningham. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle, here's Nowitzki. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for Nowitzki.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And stolen by Nowitzki. Booker against Payton. Spins. No good from Booker. Chicago leading by 7. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Nowitzki. Nowitzki draws the double. 6 to shoot. Allen's shot is off. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up with the Chicago Bulls. And here is Şengün. Now here's Edwards from deep. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Butler against Edwards. Adebayo with the screen on Butler. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Jokic, he's checked in for Şengün. Holmgren comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gary Payton. Then for the Warriors, Robinson's checked in for Gasol. Bird comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Stephen Curry in for Allen. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Cunningham against Curry. The reverse, and he lays that one in.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Booker looking around. Robinson sets a screen for Booker. The long-range shot from Booker.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much in half court.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Nowitzki, and there's the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Outside Holmgren from deep. Robinson there for the rebound. Warriors trail by 7. Booker outside. Here's Robinson. Stephen Curry. Curry nails the triple.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
Now Brown. Stolen by Bird. And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Robinson there for the rebound. On the wing, Bird. He's covered by Brown. Here's Robinson. Booker fires. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Edwards against Booker. Curry outside. Bird!
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Second personal foul. Team foul. The line for the Warriors, Larry Bird, taking 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within 2 here. good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt them. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Edwards cleared away by Bird. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Nowitzki outside. Now Robinson. Here's Nowitzki. Takes a step back to force overtime. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Nicola, a great win against a quality team. How intense was the atmosphere tonight?
I mean, the fans were really on the high note. They helped in every segment of the game. And whenever we need them, they were behind us. So thank you, guys. You were our sixth player tonight. So thank you very much.
No doubt about it. Thanks, Nicola.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
These balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual.